Isometric training recruits muscle fibers deeply and efficiently, strengthening tissues without imposing unnecessary stress on joints. For adults between the ages of 30 and 70, where joint health and muscular endurance become increasingly critical, integrating static holds into a fitness regimen offers unique and significant advantages. Today, 5 fundamental isometric exercises are presented, each designed to engage multiple muscle groups, fortify structural integrity, and enhance functional strength. The plank hold serves as the fundamental exercise for developing a robust and resilient core. This position, deceptively simple at first glance, activates a complex network of muscles that stabilize and support the spine. To do is very simple. You just need to lying face down. Elbows are positioned directly beneath the shoulders, with forearms parallel and hands relaxed on the ground. The legs extend straight back, toes tucked under, and the body lifts as a single rigid unit. The gaze remains neutral, fixed softly on the floor to maintain cervical alignment. Every muscle from the shoulders to the heels engages to maintain a straight line. The abdomen draws inward as though attempting to shrink the waistline, and the glutes contract firmly, preventing any sag in the lower back. And that is what's happened to your muscles during a plank. The rectus abdominis and transverse abdominis contract to prevent anterior pelvic tilt, while the erector spinae stabilizes the spine. The shoulders, particularly the serratus anterior and deltoids, engage to prevent scapular winging, while the gluteus maximus and quadriceps support hip and knee extension, respectively. Each breath deepens the engagement, expanding the diaphragm downward rather than lifting the rib cage, maintaining intra-abdominal pressure crucial for core stabilization. Imagine the body forming a bridge of steel, unyielding under pressure. The spine remains neutral, the hips neither dipping towards the floor nor rising above shoulder height. The elbows press into the floor actively, creating a sensation of pushing the earth away. But don't do this mistakes, dropping the hips, leading to lumbar compression, elevating the buttocks, reducing core activation, tensing the neck, or clenching the fists unnecessarily. Consistent plank practice improves postural alignment, spinal health, and functional strength. Studies show that isometric core training enhances balance, coordination, and injury resilience, particularly in aging populations where sarcopenia and spinal degeneration are concerns. With a strong core established, progression naturally transitions to reinforcing the strength of the lower body, beginning with an exercise that challenges both muscular endurance and mental tenacity. Following the stabilization of the core, it becomes essential to ground strength into the lower body, the foundation of mobility and balance. The wall sit offers a static yet powerful engagement of major muscle groups in the legs, enhancing endurance, joint stability, and mental fortitude. Position the back flat against a sturdy wall, feet shoulder-width apart, and slide down until the thighs become parallel to the floor. Knees must align directly above the ankles, creating a 90-degree angle at the hips and knees. Arms rest naturally at the sides or extend forward for additional balance, avoiding any support from the thighs. The focus remains on maintaining a straight back in full contact with the wall, a neutral pelvis without anterior tilt, and a steady, controlled breathing rhythm. In the wall sit, the quadriceps femoris group contracts isometrically to hold the thighs in position. The gluteus maximus and hamstrings stabilize the hips, while the soleus and gastrocnemius muscles of the calves assist in maintaining ankle stability. There is minimal joint movement, yet the sustained muscle tension significantly increases intramuscular coordination and capillary density within the muscle fibers, enhancing endurance over time. Picture the body forming an invisible chair against the wall. The spine presses firmly into the surface, the knees maintain alignment with the toes, and the feet remain flat and rooted into the ground, distributing weight evenly across the heels and midfoot. Each breath should flow deeply into the abdomen, fueling the muscles with oxygen while preserving composure and form. The common errors: allowing the knees to move inward, stressing the medial knee ligaments, shifting weight onto the toes, reducing posterior chain activation, letting the lower back arch away from the wall, risking lumbar strain. But there's a lot of physiological benefits. According to research published in the Clinical Journal of Sport Medicine, static quadriceps strengthening exercises, such as wall sits, have been shown to improve knee joint stability, reduce symptoms of patellofemoral pain syndrome, and support functional independence in aging populations. Wall sits seamlessly build the endurance necessary not only for athletic performance, but also for everyday activities such as standing, walking, and stair climbing. With a resilient foundation established through the lower body, the journey naturally ascends upward to fortify the chest, shoulders, and arms through a classic position of strength and stability. Don't forget to discover more tips in our next article and join our community. Stay healthy and focused. Watch your free workout videos and get started today. From lower body endurance to upper body fortitude, the isometric push-up hold emerges as a key exercise in developing total body tension and superior muscular engagement without repetitive joint stress. Begin in a traditional push-up position with the hands placed slightly wider than shoulder width apart, wrists aligned directly under the shoulders. Lower the body halfway toward the ground, creating a 90-degree angle at the elbows, and hold this position steadily. The body must maintain a straight line from head to heels, core braced, and glutes engaged to prevent sagging through the midsection. During the isometric push-up hold, the pectoralis major, anterior deltoids, and triceps brachii act isometrically to resist gravitational pull. Simultaneously, the rectus abdominis, obliques, and erector spinae stabilize the trunk, while the quadriceps and gluteus maximus maintain lower body rigidity. This total body co-contraction cultivates intermuscular coordination, critical for strength efficiency and injury prevention. Visualize the body as a rigid plank suspended between 2 points. The chest hovers just inches from the ground, elbows point backward at a 45-degree angle rather than flaring wide, and the neck remains neutral in line with the spine. Each inhalation feeds strength into the posture, while each exhalation reinforces muscular engagement. Don't forget to avoid allowing the hips to drop, compromising lumbar integrity. Shrugging the shoulders toward the ears, stressing the trapezius, flaring the elbows excessively, risking shoulder impingement. The studies in the Journal of Sports Sciences show that isometric holds at mid-range joint angles, such as the push-up hold, maximize mechanical tension, a primary driver of muscle hypertrophy and strength gains. Moreover, upper body isometric training promotes shoulder joint stabilization, essential for maintaining range of motion and reducing the risk of rotator cuff injuries, especially in older adults. Having established upper body resilience, the path now moves towards reinforcing one of the most crucial muscle groups for posture, mobility, and daily function, the posterior chain. The isometric glute bridge hold specifically targets these regions, reinforcing strength where it matters most for functional longevity. Lie on the back with knees bent and feet flat on the ground, hip width apart. Arms rest at the sides with palms facing downward. Engaging the core and glutes, lift the hips off the ground until the body forms a straight line from the knees to the shoulders. Hold this position steadily, ensuring no sagging at the hips or overextension in the lower back. Breathing remains deep and rhythmic, fueling the muscles with every controlled breath. In the glute bridge hold, the gluteus maximus performs primary hip extension, while the hamstrings and erector spinae synergize to stabilize the pelvis and lower back. Secondary engagement occurs in the transverse abdominis, obliques, and even the adductors as they contribute to pelvic stability. Holding the bridge without movement demands sustained intramuscular tension, promoting endurance and neuromuscular efficiency crucial for gait, posture, and spinal integrity. Imagine a bridge, firm and arched, spanning between two steady pillars. The hips press high, aligned precisely with the knees and shoulders, while the abdomen braces to avoid hyperextending the lumbar spine. The chin remains slightly tucked, maintaining a neutral cervical spine and promoting optimal breathing mechanics. But don't overarching the lower back, leading to spinal compression, allowing the knees to splay outward, diminishing glute activation, letting the hips sag over time, reducing tension and effectiveness. Doing it right has many physiological benefits. A research published in Physical Therapy and Sport highlights that gluteal strength is directly correlated with reduced incidence of lower back pain, improved gait patterns, and enhanced athletic performance. For adults aging into their 40s, 50s, and beyond, glute activation becomes not merely an exercise goal, but a critical component of maintaining independent mobility and reducing fall risk. With the posterior chain now energized and resilient, the final step in this comprehensive journey naturally focuses on integrating strength through the entire kinetic chain by introducing unilateral balance and coordination. With the posterior chain fortified, advancing to unilateral stability and strength completes the full-body isometric regimen. The isometric lunge hold uniquely challenges balance, coordination, and lower body strength in an asymmetrical stance, crucial for functional activities like walking, climbing, and dynamic movement. Step 1, foot forward into a lunge position, ensuring the front knee aligns above the ankle and the back knee hovers just above the floor. Both legs should create 90-degree angles at the knees. Torso remains upright, shoulders stacked above the hips, and arms can be placed on the hips or extended for balance. Hold this position without movement, maintaining even pressure through the midfoot of the front leg and the toes of the rear leg. Breathing stays controlled, emphasizing slow, steady inhales and powerful exhales to sustain muscle engagement. In the lunge hold, the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings of the front leg stabilize the body vertically, while the hip flexors and calves of the rear leg maintain balance. The core muscles, particularly the obliques, engage intensively to prevent rotational collapse. This multi-joint position develops not only muscular endurance, but also proprioceptive awareness, enhancing the body's ability to react dynamically to environmental demands. Visualize the body suspended between two anchors, grounded through the front foot and balanced delicately on the back toes. The pelvis stays square, shoulders relaxed but alert, and the head held in neutral alignment with the spine. Each breath centers strength through the core, radiating outward to stabilize the extremities. But focus at the common errors, allowing the front knee to collapse inward, risking joint injury, leaning the torso forward excessively, straining the lumbar spine, shifting weight unevenly onto the toes or heels, compromising balance. According to studies in the European Journal of Applied Physiology, unilateral isometric exercises like the lunge hold enhance not only muscular strength, but also interlimb coordination, reducing imbalances that often lead to chronic pain and mobility limitations in older adults. The lunge hold cultivates resilience, a resilience that transfers directly into every step, climb, or pivot in daily life. As each muscle group now operates in strength and harmony, the journey concludes by weaving these lessons together into a lifestyle of enduring strength and vitality. Isometric training requires no elaborate equipment, minimal space, and only a commitment to precision and consistency. Each hold becomes an opportunity to reconnect with the body, reinforce vital structures, and cultivate strength from the inside out. True strength is not always measured in how far or how fast one can move, but often in how steadfastly one can hold, with grace, control, and unwavering resolve. Embrace the stillness, build the strength, transform your body. If you like this video, you also enjoy this one that's appearing on your screen now. I'll see you there.